look at it is the amount of time it takes for a customer to come to check in and be checked in and have their bag injected into the system is their transaction time. So what we want to do is reduce the transaction time. So we want our customers to spend as little time as possible in check-in. We want them to get up through security and into the departure lounge.
The self-service bag drops are the first in a series of sweeping changes designed to improve efficiency and increase the passenger throughput.
Aviation is back in the 1970s in most places. Most of the technology, practices, processes that happen because that's the way they've always been done. There are systems here that are 20, 30 years old, and there's very little desire for the incumbents of those systems to change, develop or move with the times. It's a challenging environment, but it's starting at such a low base. It is a great opportunity to improve.
What's happened?
Taking something out. Baggage was overweight.
We've had a few teething issues with the kiosks, but they're all getting ironed out, and we're working really closely with the airlines to make sure that it's working. It seems to be working really well so far. We've now introduced free scales, and we've popped them over at the windows as well, so the passengers love that because they get to weigh their bags as many times as they like.
Is it helpful? Is it speeding things up?
Honestly, no.
Eh?
No. The problem is, as I say, with the baggage, if it's overweight and they don't want to take anything out and they want to pay for it, we have then got to send them to the kiosks anyway, check-in kiosks. So some of them say, well, we better waiting there in the first place.
Is it quicker than going through that system now?
It's just the same.
Just the same?
Yeah.
So what's the point?
Yeah.
Oh well, it's worth a try.
Okay.
No, I won't be doing it again.
Okay.
When all these self-service machines were introduced at the supermarkets, people just didn't want to use them because, again, it had problems. They didn't know what to do, so they just chose to go the regular way that they do. And I think over time, even myself, so I thought, oh, I'll just give that a miss and I'll go to the regular checkout person. And then I realised that somebody who was behind me had went and used the machine and was away before me. And I thought, well, I'll give it a try. So I think people need to try these things and realise how easy they are, and they're pretty self-explanatory. Because it can't go wrong. If your bag shouldn't be injected into the system, it won't be. So you can't go wrong with it. That's the plan.
But even dedicated staff are having problems with some of the more simple aspects of self-check-in. The new technology is not proving popular with everyone. Like many couples who travel together, this Greek husband and wife's combined luggage is underweight, even though one of their bags is too heavy. Unfortunately, the lighter bag has already been sent into the system.
Yes.
No, she can't. It's gone.
Why did you send it then?
Because you agreed to it.
Why did you send it?
Because you agreed to it.
No, she told me to say continue. It's her fault.
Bueno, ya vale, cariño. Déjalo.
¿Cómo ya vale?
Let's try it one more time. We'll get there eventually.
My luggage was 19.6, and she said nothing. Push continue. So I push continue. My wife is 20.2. Excess luggage. How? Yes, because give me back the other one. I will take 200 grams from the other one. It's not possible. Now we can't embark with the books because we have already this. Fantastic.
You get used to it.
The problem is the machines. I told the lady.
I know.
From the first time.
She can't change it. I can't change the machine.
No, but tell your boss.
I'm sure they do. That's what we're doing.
To resolve the situation, the couple are moved to a standard check-in desk.
Are we happy? It's the bags are the machines here are on trial, and if they're slightly over, it rounds it up, and it won't put the bags through for the passengers, so they get a wee bit infuriated. But they're quite happy now. They're getting their bags through and they've walked for border. You're very welcome.
We don't get it right all the time, but we'd like the airport to be seen as the best airport in the world. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're the biggest, and I've got the most routes, but I would like people to be able to travel through the airport, not really queue at all, to get away on time and to use whatever new technology is out there.
In the confines of the terminal building, Booming passenger numbers can often lead to queues or getting caught in a crush. But for some travellers, the hustle and bustle is impossible to deal with and are forced to rely on the human touch to help them on their journey through the airport.
So we're just going to take 3 guys up through fast track, make it as comfortable as we can, and then through security, and then we'll go to the baby change at gate 12 and get them settled into the baby change at gate 12. Alright?
Just to get through the...
Yeah, through security. I'm just going to phone central search and just make them aware we're on our way up.
Karen Donnelly is part of a specialised team of duty officers.
But we basically help anybody, partially sighted people, they can't read signs, so we've just got to help them through. People in wheelchairs that maybe haven't booked assistance, we can't get assistance on the day because it's far too busy, so the terminal team like myself, we would help them through, we would take them to the gates. Fairy flying, people like that, they just want to be comfortable and made to feel comfortable going through the airport. We're trying to explain all the noises that they'll hear, all the hustle bustle, the shops are busy, everything. It's a busy environment for them, and if they're not used to that, it does take a lot to make them feel comfortable. Whereas we think it's normal, they're not used to it, and it's just getting them used to it on the day.
Okay.
17-year-old Liam Reid is autistic and has never flown before. His mother Kathy is keen for him to experience the joys of travel and has arranged a short flight to Bristol in the south of England.
It's a trial flight because it was ideal going to Bristol because it's such a short flight. It's only an hour and 15 minutes. If this works out well, then hopefully we'll be able to take him further afield.
Liam has a fear of crowds and a hypersensitivity to noise. So Karen has arranged for the family to be fast-tracked through security.
Action. Okay. You want me to take your case, Liam? I'll take it, I'll carry it.
Karen, take it.
Right, on the go.
Thank you.
That's fine. Right, guys.
Come on then. Thank you. Right. It's okay. Okay, come on then.
I am apprehensive because obviously I've never been on a flight with him before. And I suppose, well, a number of things are bothering me. When we get to go on the plane, will he actually want to go up the steps? Because he's got a phobia about steps that you can see through, so that'll be an achievement just getting him to go up that in the first place. And also, what's going to happen if he totally refuses to board the flight? Which it's quite possible it might happen, so there's all these things kind of going through my head, so I'd be lying to say I wasn't nervous about it, because
Look, Karen's got your case. We're just going to go up the stairs really quick. Come on, let's go. Mum's got sweets for you, right? Hold that. Hold that. I'll show you, but you need to come upstairs first. Alright? You need to come upstairs first. I'll show you what I've got.
You go. You look at your bag, Liam. There we go.
See?
Mum's coming with you.
Look what I've got. But you need to come upstairs though, okay?
Clever boy.
You need to come upstairs. That's all.
When we went in, the crew were amazing, they were really, really good. The crew members spoke to Liam. Kathy went into the first seat, and then Liam was going into the second seat.
Okay. Right.
But then, I don't know what happened, but I don't know if he just got really uncomfortable and stressed, and he basically just jumped, he climbed right over Emma, and that's when I got him at the top of the stairs, and there was just no going back for him.
Yeah. Come up a minute. Come up a minute, please. Right, stop there. Right, listen to me. You can only have these if you're going to sit down. We'll only be on the plane for just 1 hour. 1 hour, then we're getting off again to go to the hotel. Right, listen to me. Go on and sit down. Have a sweet.
The flight attendants have done all they can, but the aircraft has to vacate its stand to make way for the incoming flight.
Try again. We'll go up the steps. Sit down. Oh well. Try. Try.
disappointed, I have to say. But
It was just about there.
I know.
We can always try again, try a different way.
Yeah.
You know, we could do the thing we told you about the ambulance, things like that. We could try it again. I know it's an expense all the time for yourself, but you want to make it as comfortable as Liam. And
I wouldn't push him into doing anything that he couldn't do. So.
No. We'll keep in touch with Kathy, and we'll just do our best anytime she phones for her.
Cameraman smell.
Liam and Kathy will not be counted in the passenger numbers this time. But all the others, each carrying their own private phobias, emotions and thoughts, have set a new record. And a cause for celebration.
Good morning. Hello. My name's Gordon Joe.
Hi, I'm Russell.
Hi, Russell. Pleased to meet you. How are you? Hello, what's your name?
I'm Adam.
Hi, Adam. Hello. What's your name? Pleased to meet you. How are you? Angela. Well, congratulations. As Gordon explained a little bit about this. So basically we're here because we've just marked the first ever month we've had with 1 million passengers at Edinburgh Airport. And you guys are representatives of these 1 million passengers. So if you don't mind, we'd very much like to give you a free holiday.
That's it, it's one hand, as high as you can.
It's important for us to mark this. It's a fantastic mark of our achievements so far. It shows that what we're doing is working. It's a marker in that people can't argue with it. You know, we can tell everybody that we're great, but this shows our development in a way that is very understandable to people. For this particular story here, we think our reach was round about 10 million opportunities to see on the media side. I think for this family and this small photo call, I think it's gone pretty well.
I think it's significant whenever it happens, but yeah, so we've just passed the anniversary of the takeover, and this is the first timetable, if you like, the first schedule of airlines that we've had a direct say over, because it takes 6 to 9 months to get any change around the way the airlines plan. So this summer is really the reaping the rewards of the new deals we've done with EasyJet and Ryanair and the new airlines like Turkish and Air Canada that have come, and it all adds up now to this growth. So we're seeing for the last 4 months really substantial growth year on year, whereas over the winter, when we'd inherited our schedule from the previous owners, we'd been in modest decline or sort of flatline. So yeah, this is great. I mean, passenger growth is what it's all about.
It's 6 a.m. and a packed cruise liner docks at Edinburgh's Port of Leith.
Hola, buenos días.
Hola, hello.
What are you doing today?
Good afternoon. Dispatching escortions from Ibero Cruceros. Spanish passengers.
1,200 Spanish tourists are on their last leg of their journey home after a 4-week cruise around Norway and the north of Scotland. Arrangements have been made to coach the passengers from Ocean Terminal to the airport using a staggered timetable. Before leaving the port, all 1,200 passengers must reclaim their bags and take them to the airport for check-in. Not what the tourists were expecting. Most ship-to-plane transfer bags are handled and booked in by the tour agents, leaving the tourists with hand luggage only.
I think, now this is just me saying what my understanding of it is, ours is a different rules and regulations, so I'm not sure if that's like with the EU, so it's maybe different rules to do with transit bags and things like that, but I know certainly that we asked if it was possible, and we were told, just because of customs and things, that the passengers have to be with their bags, because how do we know that there's nothing in the bag that's not meant to be there? So I know that definitely we asked the question if there was a workaround, but we were told that there wasn't. And you can understand why, because it's the rules.